Greetings, guys and guys. I'm Desideria, and in this video, my husband and I will attempt to show you how geoengineering works from a flat Earth perspective. Now, these first two videos you will see are from other YouTubers, but are relevant to what Ian will discuss with us later in the video. If you're still in doubt about geoengineering, please see our videos of live footage. As usual, all links are included in the description below.
Geoengineering. Right there. Right there. Over there. Look at that new one right there, putting on right now. Don't see no plane, do you? Look how sharp it is. Look at that one right over there. Don't see no plane, but you can see how sharp that one is. No plane. Crisscross. There's one up there. They don't dissipate sometimes for hours and hours and hours. All over the sky here today. It's going to rain again. And then you can see the little black clouds on the bottom, how they do it. Easily visible. All you got to do is open your eyes and look up in the skies. There's another one over there that hasn't quite faded yet. This is what they do. There's some right there. There's one right there. Another big one. There's about 20 out here today. This is pathetic what they're doing to us. There's another one that hasn't quite dissipated. And we're at the top of the park here. We haven't been down at the bottom yet. Look at that big one right there. Huh? Yeah, cloud seeding. In the North Country they call it acid rain. It's nothing coming from California. It's coming right from your local government. That's what that is, right there. Takes days and days. 1, 2, 3, 4, right there in a row. 4. Those aren't clouds. Those are what you see down there. Geoengineering. Cloud seeding. Start waking up, people. It's time to wake up. You're getting poisoned. Look close. See, he shut it off. Look at the lines up there. He shut it off. There he is. There's the plane. You can hardly see him. He's up probably about 2 miles, I'd say. I'll pull it back a little bit. Take a look in there. They shut it off and on. Look at that. Look at, now he shut it off again. See that? They go almost invisible, that you can't see them. Look at them lines. See? There he is. He shut it off again up there. You look carefully. I don't know how close I am to the video here, but he's right there. There he is. He turned it back on again. You can see the lines here he spread. You see the hawk up there. All them lines. That's probably why the hawk is screeching right now. Look at these lines. Look at this one. Look at this one. He turned it off and on. Right up there. Look at those. Look at those lines, okay? Geoengineering. You people better wake up. Look at them all over here. They stay for hours and hours. We're going to get rain again today because of this nonsense right here. This pollution. This killing our skies, killing our earth, our food. Never mind Monsanto. Of course, it's probably Monsanto's chemicals that are up in those planes. There, he turned it off. He's been turning it off and on, off and on, off and on. You can see the faint thing of them, but this is how nasty they are. Look at that line. Look at that little one right there, okay? That's not a cloud. That is chemical. Just like right there. Look at it, starting to disperse right now. That's not water coming out of these planes. No, that's going to stay for hours and hours. Look how they whiff. Because it's going to rain again today. We'll get more for you people because, you know, it's time for you to open your eyes to see this nonsense. Time to write your congressman. Well, it's too late. It's too late. This has been going on since the 30s. You're not going to stop it. Millions and billions of taxpayer dollars being sprayed across the sky. And there's not a thing you can do about it. Nothing you can do about it. Look at them all the way down there. Every day, 20 to 30, 20 to 30 more. Every day. Nonsense. Killing our children, killing us, the water, the food. Look how that one dissipated. That's not a cloud. You can see it filtered right off up there. Look at that. Invisible lines in there? No. Nope. Do not be fooled into nonsense. See, he went up higher and shut it off. He'll come down on the other side and spray some more over there.
All right, so I'm back, and here's Ian, and we are going to be looking at the windfinder.com and Google Maps. We're using those in correlation to try to determine what's going on with the geoengineering.
Yeah, the stuff that we're observing on the map, on the weather formation on Google Maps.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And particularly, we're going to be talking about the spray line that's from Antarctica to Australia.
Yeah.
And from Russia into China. And we're focusing on specific points because we're trying to figure out the origins of where the spray is coming from, where the spray is going, and why they're doing it.
Yes.
Okay, so tell us real quick about, let's start with the Russia one and the information that you just found out.
So the Russia one seems to be generated in this area of Siberia that's called Dixon, which is a settlement up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's the most northern Russian port. And the locals that live there actually call it the capital of the Arctic.
The capital of the Arctic.
Yeah.
Imagine that.
Yeah.
And then in the Antarctic, we have spraying going on too.
Yes, and in there you've got a Russian station called Mirny, which is just to the side of the spray.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the end of the spray, there is a Chinese research station that's called Kunlun.
Yeah, and it's interesting you say Kunlun because the most popular show, the Iron Fist show on Netflix, the hand is Kunlun.
Interesting.
The hand is Kunlun.
Right.
It's in charge and is ruling, killing and conquering everybody.
Yep.
That's called the hand.
Right.
Some sides think it's good, other sides say it's bad. It just depends on what side you're on.
Yeah.
But that's where the Iron Fist comes from. It's from Kunlun.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I just see, because I see symbology in movies and stuff. But this image here is a Chicago image, obviously, of of going down here into the central, mid-United States.
Yeah.
And I believe that's coming up from the Russia area too.
Yeah, this is coming down from the Arctic through Canada into central northern United States, and it's bringing icy winds and weather with it. It is a storm front that's coming through. The weather that's being generated up in the Arctic, we will be able to show you shortly the lines that are generating that pattern.
Yeah, like here's one.
This is the Kunlun station, and it's showing the big massive cloud that's going to the north of that towards Australia.
There's the spray line that I captured. Yeah,
that's the spray line, and then it turns into that cloud formation once it gets involved with the wind. So we're capturing that. That will disappear in about an hour to 2 hours. That line, and it becomes this.
Yeah, it gets, or I've seen them maybe double spray. I'm not sure, but it's different times of the day.
Yeah.
So we watch in the AM and in the PM.
Yep.
So specifically morning between 9 and 11, or 9 and noon, and then in the evening between 9 and midnight, even 1 o'clock, as late as 1 and 2 o'clock in the morning, we've seen the sprays. So
it happens every day, and it's always in the same place and direction.
Always. So which leaves me, so we know through the wind finder, and if you can't get a good vision of that now, we'll put a link in the description below. Yep. But we encourage everybody to use the windfinder.com and the Google Maps or the Google Earth in correlation with each other to, as we see here, to know the directions of these winds, where this stuff's heading, and where they're spraying these things at. Now, this doesn't account for our local spraying, because as we see, we've got videos of our own local spraying going on in our own sky that they're doing here. Yeah. And this is exacerbating the local spraying, I believe.
Yeah, and it's going through
upper atmosphere, lower atmosphere.
Well, I believe it's been deliberately chosen in these areas, not just for the impacts on the weather, but also these are low-density population areas, so nobody will be able to observe this happening. Or the people that do observe it will be simple farmers.
They can't do it like us. Can't do really anything about it other than what we can make a video, but we don't have the means or the money. We don't know anybody that could.
Yeah.
So
or the influence to actually. Do this to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
But the northern Russia instance, that is creating a weather formation above the Arctic, which is spinning down across. Over Norway and Finland, down into the Atlantic, and then into Europe.
Iceland into the United Kingdom,
Yeah.
completely
It
bashes into the
bashes
United
into
Kingdom
it
where
comes
you're
into
from.
Yeah, it hits the Gulf Stream there and just hammers.
Yep.
It hammers the
Yep.
Northern Europe, United Kingdom first, and then on into Europe.
Yeah.
It also goes across the polar ice cap to Canada. That's what we were saying earlier, and that's where it comes down into central Northern America. Yeah, giving us the weather patterns.
It's really interesting to me where I showed you with the Chicago part coming down, and it's just that whole thing's covering the whole lot of Illinois, and then the other one's covering the whole lot of the United Kingdom.
Yeah.
It's like targeting both places where we live.
Yeah.
The state I live in and the country where you're from. It's just really weird. So
weird.
Anyway, we got our own theories on that. But.
And the type of this formation that they call it, they started using a term for it last year called a weather bomb.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
Yeah, that's just telling you right in your face. And so this flat Earth, obviously, you know, as the little cursor's moving around here, we believe that all this is going, you know, west. It's attacking, like you said, Europe and the United States through the California side and the Mexico region.
Guys.
Oh, sorry. The California region.
Yep.
And Mexico region, and then the Gulf of Mexico up in there, in that area, and in the mid-states of the United States, and then in Europe.
Yeah, because that Antarctic movement, that goes across the Roaring Forties down below Australia.
Right.
And it goes all the way across and around the flat Earth. It's picking up, they call it the Roaring Forties because it's regularly 40-mile-an-hour winds all the time.
Right.
Yeah, so that's pushing that cloud formation all the way around that
into
area,
those pockets where the wind's directing it in there.
And there are 2 points where it then heads north. The first point is when it hits the bottom of South America and it goes up the South American coast in the Pacific towards Central America, and that's where it hits the hot air.
Right.
Right, and that's where it starts forming the hurricane patterns there.
Yeah, and the orbit of the sun drags it too, and it has its effect on it.
It does indeed.
Yeah,
and again,
which is local, we believe.
Yeah. And the same effect again when it goes out into the Atlantic and heads slightly north, it will hit the bottom of Africa and head up the African coast up towards it to the Western African coast where it hits the Sahara heat. Yeah, and that Sahara heat then forms again from the cold moist air that's coming up from the south. Yeah. Hits that Sahara heat and takes it across the Atlantic towards the Gulf.
Right, and who did the video about the Sahara Desert stuff coming across?
That was Mr. MBB.
Yeah, he's mentioned that too. So yeah, we'll put a link to one of those videos where he shows that happening.
Yeah. So
it just keeps going. And I remember him saying this just isn't disappearing. What's happening here?
Yeah, we've taken it further back, and we now see it's being generated in Antarctica.
Yes. That specific one.
Yeah.
The upper region ones are generated from Russia.
From Russia.
Yes.
And that's going, like I say, it's going both round into the northern Atlantic area and then hitting Europe in one phase, and it splits off the other direction over the pole into Canada.
And people need to understand that this is not possible on a globe Earth, on a spinning globe.
And that comes to another point.
Yeah.
And that is if you take this line from Antarctica that goes towards Australia and extend it all the way through the flat Earth model to the Arctic,
to Russia,
to North Pole, it is exactly in line with the line that comes down from Russia through Mongolia.
Yeah, I'll put an image here and we'll draw a line because I did this map here or the other map where I drew it out and you drew the line. We'll do that. We'll put that image up there.
It is an exact line. There is no deviation from it.
And those are the 2 spray lines.
Yes.
And they're within their
straight. If those spray lines were extended any further, they would meet directly.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Somewhere above the Indonesia.
Yep. And also about the wind creation, I want to talk real quick about the hyper advancement of technology and how long they've actually been doing this, and that we believe there's quite possibly a lot of different elements we're not considering. Even the wind itself is being generated to go in certain directions, and I believe that's why we see a lot of the videos are saying, I've never seen the wind do this, or I thought the storms come from this way and always go this way, or whatever, and it's so erratic now.
Yeah, because wind is formed where you've got a low pressure area and a high pressure area, and it's the difference between it sucks the air into the low pressure area or the high pressure. And if they're forming lots of these low pressure areas by spraying the ionosphere, creating the ice particles and rain particles, the water particles up there, that's then making the air dense and low.
But don't
low
they
pressure.
call these jet streams?
The jet streams are the wind streams? Yeah, they could influence those jet streams that are currently there.
And then morph them into something else.
Yeah. Yeah, that's how they get. Like I say, that's how they're manipulating it for these weather bombs that drop.
Yeah, it's Canada. Like if you put oil in water and you take a toothpick and you move it around like this, it's gonna follow it, and it's gonna.
Exactly. So,
yeah.
I mean, again, if you take one of these lines and then go onto the windfinder.com and look at the Antarctic line, for example, you can see how that spray line from Antarctica, the direct spray line, causes a ridge in the wind. Yeah, a ridge going in the same direction as the spray line. So it has to go up. It causes the wind even to go up and over the spray line before it's almost like it's hitting a wall when it hits that spray line, the wind, and has to go up and around it.
Yeah, maybe that's the reason they're spraying the local X's.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. I would like to know what's up with that specific. Why are they doing the X's?
It is every time I spray, there is a ridge in that wind. It's almost like a half cyclone effect that it causes. It goes up and over and then sweeps down and back to roaring across that area of the world.
Exactly. And then so I'm going to go ahead and finish this video up with the images that we've screenshotted today.
Yeah.
So because those are pretty shocking. The ones that we've done today. So that's all for now. Stay safe out there, and please take just 10 minutes of your morning and 10 minutes of your night to pull up Windfinder and Google Maps and check and see what's going on so you can verify that what we're saying is really happening. Oh, and real quick, just to sum it up too, is our theory was that Asia, whether Russia and China are doing this together or separate, it seems that Asia is attacking the United States and Europe.
Yeah.
So be aware of that too. Peace out. All right, and so I guess I did have one more thing to say, because we ended up discovering that we had taken a screenshot of a spray that happened around 3:30 or so, and then an hour later Ian looked and it was completely gone. But since we were able to capture, what it looked like before it left, I noticed this pattern. And I have an older image that I took of down by Antarctica, where it shows this little spade heart-looking pattern, as you see in this image. And then over here above Russia today, around 3:30 p.m., was these 3 hearts, 1, 2, 3, in the same shape as the ones that I captured down in Antarctica.
Yep. And it's got the lines there. Everything is there that we were expecting to see at 3:30, 4:30. Nothing.
Gone. And that is a big mass to be gone.
Yep. Absolutely.
There's something up. And these little heart center things that are down again, Antarctica again, and Russia again.
It's freaky.
It's something seriously wrong here. And it's high alert for the United States and Europe.